Hello, what's happening, boys? Here we are. Manchester United first game of the 24-25 season. Gonna be an interesting season, isn't it? You know, lots of changes in the boardroom, lots of changes in the backroom staff, potential for a lot of changes in the starting lineups and the squads. I'm very interested to see what it's looking like over the next couple of weeks and months. This will be the first game of the 24-25 season for us. Manchester United versus Rosenborg, Norwegian side. I didn't know, and I've only just learned today that the 1% of all Norwegians, 1% of the entirety of Norway, 1%, which is a big chunk of people, 1%. I need to actually learn the figures of this. Anyone can get me the population of Norway, I'll appreciate that. 1% of Norwegians are actual Manchester United official members. They pay membership towards Manchester United to get like a nice little kit and stuff. And well, not a kit. What they get is a hat and a scarf and a badge and a few stickers and stuff like that. Absolutely mind-blowing. 1% of the entire nation. That's crazy, that. But excited for today. You know what? I've not even got the lineups, but I could tell you the lineups. I can give you the lineups. The lineups today are. We're gonna be, if you know what we can do, boys, we can go top screen. This is what we do. Bam, top screen. There we are. So that's what the lineups are looking like. We've got Vitek in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Murray and Fish, with Evans at the back. Mason Mount, Hannibal, Wheatley up top, Rashford, Williams, and is that Brandon Williams? Is Brandon Williams playing number 11? What? Right. So anyway, we get to see Wheatley up top, Rashford off the left, and who's going to be off the right? That's interesting. Around 55,000 Norwegians and Manchester United members, which is absolutely madness. That is crazy. But you're looking at a team who I'd like to see. I'd like to see a little bit of Collie in the team. I'd like to see Fletcher in there. Hugill, I feel like, I don't know. I'm not sure if he's ever going to make it at the club. Harry Amas on the bench. Al Joffrey. Ooh, I don't know. We'll see. We've got a lot of youngsters coming in, and that's what United's always been about. We've always been about bringing in the youth players, and it's part of our culture, our history, our heritage. And every season you're at least expect to see one or two, new faces, new names. If you was going to ask me which are the ones that are going to kind of break through this season, we've got the potential for Amas. We've got the potential for Collier. I think that's where we're probably looking. Also, you got up top Wheatley. He's going to have a lot of competition there with Xerxes and Hoyland and the potential for Tony coming through. But we'll see what he does on pre-season. I'm sad we've not got to see him up top a little bit more last season. But he's starting today, first game of pre-season, so we'll be excited to see him. Rosenborg, I have no idea what Rosenborg's team's like. They're at that part of the season where generally they're fit and firing. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game for us today. It's going to be a tough game for us. We've played them a few times in the past, and they've always provided us with a stiff competition, scoring a couple of goals against us. I think last time we played them was 3-2 a couple of years ago. But yeah, over in Norway, a big Norwegian influence in Manchester United historically, with the likes of Ronny Johnsen and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and they were big fans of Manchester United way before. Well, I mean, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was actually a Liverpool fan, weren't he? But yeah, I'm excited. We'll see. But they were Ronny Johnsen himself, I believe, was a United fan before. So how's it going, Zoe? Nice to see you. On MUTV right now, they're just going around Norway and showing all the different people, all with United shirts on. I love this time of the year, me. This for me is some of the most exciting time of the year for when it comes to like football. Just the pre-season, what's happening. We just don't know. There's no expectations. Anything can happen at this point. This point in the season now, we can be Premier League champions. At this point, I shouldn't laugh because you never know. I mean, Arsenal went from, what was it, Zoe? How's it going? We went from being 8th. We went from being 8th in the league in the league table, yeah, where we are right now. Arsenal, they went from being 8th to being 2nd and challenging and pushing. So Who knows? Who knows? You know, we've beat the few big teams last season. We beat Liverpool. We beat Arsenal. No, we didn't beat Arsenal last season. We beat City. We beat Chelsea. We beat Villa twice. Who else we beat? Yeah, so you never know, and it all clicks. I mean, your players get back, they get fit. Luke Shaw's looking on fire against Spain yesterday. Looks incredible. Lamine Yamal, he wasn't doing a thing yesterday. So if he continues that form and continues to play like that and elevate his levels and kind of come back firing, then who knows? And we got the back four that potentially being fit. You look at Lisandro Martinez having one of the player of the tournaments at the Copa America for Argentina. Absolute outstanding baller. You get a partner next to him, like Lenny Yoro or Mateus de Ligt. I'm just watching the interviews now. It's mad. But Baldy's no Arteta. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Baldy's won way more than Arteta's ever won. Like, Baldy's won 4 league titles. He's actually won trophies in this country. You know what I mean? Arteta doesn't know anything about that. So yeah, I agree. He's a much more established coach. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this time of the season. I just hope we can get into the season. Pre-season, you never really... You know what, Mash? He lined himself up for that one, didn't he? Arteta won 2 trophies in this country. What are you saying? Mate, the FA Cup was Unai Emery's, and we've all seen that was actually Unai Emery's now, because look what he's doing with that Aston Villa team, taking it from relegation to Champions League. So that was clearly Unai Emery's. So that was an Unai Emery trophy with his team, not Arteta's team, by the way. Arteta's won nothing with his teams. And then, what was it, a Charity Shield? Mate, Charity Shield. We're talking about pre-season trophies now. If we're including pre-season trophies, we've won the Bangkok Cup. So, yeah, don't worry about that. Oh, I'm very excited. We're somewhat about 5 minutes away from kickoff. Very actual silverware. What do you mean? Wait. Just give me a second. Yeah, give me a second. Actual silverware, you say? Yeah. What would you say? Actual silverware. Who did you play? Did you play Man City? Did you play the treble winners? Stop it. FA Cup winners there, mate. Look at them, beautiful. Diogo Dalot, Amrabat. Look at Bruno there, holding on trophy. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous scenes. That's what we're talking about, Man United. We'll be there next season as well. FA Cup champions. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just, you know what? Expectations this season, though. I mean, what can Man United expect, really? What can Man United expect? I think I'd take top 4 and another trophy. I think top 4 in Europa League. Go on, Zo. Top man. Kobbie Mainoo, what a baller. He got no service yesterday. He got no service in the middle at all. He had to go and find the ball, and whenever he did have the ball, like, he was swamped with players, and oh mate, that was annoying, that game yesterday. The amount of times Pickford went long. Stones he's screaming for the ball to feet. Rice is screaming with the ball to feet. Pickford's like, get long boys, go forward. It's like, stop it, mate. People saying Pickford's one of our best players. I can't do it. Weird how composed he plays at his age. Yeah, he's a very composed player. The thing I do worry about with him, though, is that sometimes when players have that kind of personality, all of a sudden they can blossom into something else, you know, as a young lad. So he might have, you know, personality switches, and who knows. David Beckham was very similar like that. David Beckham was very calm, very composed, very relaxed guy. Do you know what I mean? And all of a sudden he gets into the first team. He starts becoming a bit of a superstar. You start seeing mohawks. You start seeing sarongs. You start seeing him, you know, you see him kind of take his eye off the ball a little bit, although he continues to play incredibly well. But had he just had that full focus on football, who knows? You watch his documentary and you see how much conversation time he spent with Victoria Beckham. I mean, he used to spend something like 12 hours a day on the phone. You know, 12 hours, a 24-hour day on the phone to his girlfriend. It's just madness. I feel naked with no name on the back of this shirt. I feel naked. What name are we going on the back of the shirt, boys? What are we saying? What we're going for? Going for Kobe Mainu, yeah? I'm waiting to see the shirts being announced, the names. The shirt numbers. Because I went to Old Trafford and they told me that a few in there said that there's the potential for them to do a switch. Did I get Mainu last year? No, I got Rashford last year. I'm definitely getting Mainu this year. Definitely getting Mainu. You know what? None of the signings are like exciting, like statement signings, are they? Like used to get like Ibra and stuff. So yeah, I can't say there's any signings that I'm too hype about. Ugarte. Yeah, I was going to Stuart pass. Rashford on the back, Ash. Stuart, I got a Rashford. No, it's not here. I got. Listen, mate. I've got Rashford on my last 6 jerseys. I want to say on my last 6 United shirts, I've got Rashford on the back of them, the home ones. You got to represent the Mancunian, haven't you? But now Mainu's here, and I feel like getting Rashford again. I was watching a few of his highlights the other night, and I was thinking, you know, just to remind myself what he did during this season and kind of what we've got to expect next season. And I forgot how good he was. Like, I'm there every game at Old Trafford and I'm watching him, but sometimes you focus too much off the ball, what he's doing, and his work off the ball wasn't good enough, and kind of his energy and his commitment wasn't really there last season, and that really got me down. But then you look at the positives and what he brings to the game and brings to the team. He is a baller. His ability on the ball, his ability to take on a man, he's passing into the final third, his assist range, the way he can put a ball in. He's a very, very good player. He just needs fine-tuning. I feel like what Rashford, for me, lacks is like a top-tier manager. Like someone like Sir Alex Ferguson who'd step him up another level, a couple levels. Or maybe like with Ten Hag's first season, maybe you need to build a team around him and get him 30-plus goals across all competitions and do that. Who knows? The teams are out. Casemiro's captain. Vitek in goal. I see Fish there. Wan-Bissaka, Mason Mount. Mason Mount, man. What's going to happen with Mason Mount? Boys, if you're not already, I'd appreciate it if you hit them likes. Always helps with the algorithm for the United content. And here we are, start of the season. I'm excited. Do I need a brew? You made me a brew. That shows me where you're at, Grace. Make sure you hit them like button, by the way. You made me a brew. Thank you very much. Grace Meppers, let's go. I thought Wan-Bissaka left United for some reason. Nice. I wouldn't get rid of Wan-Bissaka. And you know what, Zoe? You imagine that Wan-Bissaka in that England team yesterday, is he making those mistakes Walker's made? All tournament, Walker making mistakes at that right back position. Walker didn't offer much going forward. So then why not just put in Wan-Bissaka, who's one of the best defensive fullbacks in world football? There's no denying that. There's no questioning Wan-Bissaka defensively. There's no questioning that. Wan-Bissaka, it's his mid to long game. It's mid to forward game. He's not got it. You know, he'd not make those mistakes. He would have been solid. But Gareth Southgate, for some reason, never looked at Wan-Bissaka. We've seen Wan-Bissaka shut down the likes of Mbappe. We've seen him switch to the left and shut down the likes of Salah. Wan-Bissaka shuts down defenders. The only problem is he offers nothing going forward. But we weren't using our fullbacks to go forward anyway, so to me it made no sense why you put a Kyle Walker in there who's been mistake prone this season for Man City. You put him in England team. Madness. Crazy. Same with Marcus Rashford on that left hand side. You know, the pace, the power, the directness, him feeding Kane. The last time we played Spain, before yesterday, he was involved in 3 of the 4 goals we scored against Spain in the Nations Cup. And we played, and Spain had a good team out as well. Yeah, frustrated, man. Very, very frustrated. If you're watching this, by the way, we'll be watching on MUTV. They're looking like they're playing a 4-3-3, Rosenborg. I'm excited to see how we play. I just want to see a bit of style, a bit of implementation. Like, what are we going to be doing today? Like, how are we going to be set up? What's the mentality? What's the system? What's the routines? Tell you what, whenever you tweet out, Wait. Let me make sure my clock's working. Yeah, clock's about to get started. There we go. We're away. Kickoff. New season. We've gone to a 4-4-2. Hannibal Medjbray up top with Harry Mass. Okay. I'm okay with that. I'll be happy with going with a 4-4-2 in. Yeah, 4-4-2, boys. It looks like we're going with a 4-4-2 in. Oh, mate, I'll be buzzing if that's the case. Oh, I'm still in lineups. Pause me then. It looks like we're going on a 4-4-2. Sorry, boys. Just social media stuff. Right, they're already in the box. Nice. Let's go. Let me get lined up. Where are we? He's still in lineups. You gotta pause him. Okay? We did? Oh, I know what that is, but I don't know what it is. Rosenborg all over us at the moment. Gotta keep an eye on these lads. We've had 2 shots in the first 2 minutes. Yeah, set piece is not looking good already. Look a bit reactive to the set pieces rather than proactive. Wan-Bissaka to Johnny Evans. Oh, we're back. Football's back. Murray there, the left back. Okay, solid. Right, Johnny, what you doing? We're trying to play out the back there with Evans and Fish. Oh, Wan-Bissaka, careful. Holding on to possession, playing a little bit of possession play. Yeah. Recycling the ball around the back. What would you like to see happen this transfer window? Well, it's looking like we're going to have a very busy window. It's looking like we've got a lot of moves happening, a lot of... What's looking like it's going to... I say what I would want to happen, right? I'd say... what I think's going to happen rather than what I would happen. It's looking like we're going to get another striker on top of Xerxes. So it's looking like Tony's potentially very interested in the move. So Tony is what Tony, Xerxes and Hoyland. That makes sense as like a striking core. And then we've got Mason Mount, referee. Oh, he's looking fresh. He's looking up for it already, Mason. Then we've got centre backs. It's looking like we want 2 or 3 centre backs. So we've got Delict, Lenny Orros. We've already had a bid accepted. We've got Delict, who we're working on the deal. That's pretty close to being done. And then another one also. We've been interested in Brentwaite and Jonathan Tah because we need to replace, because we're getting rid of Maguire, Lindelof, Varane's gone. So we basically need 3 centre backs to replace those 3. Then there's the talk of Kadioglu at left back. I'd be very interested in Kadioglu at left back. And then we've got Ugarte in the midfield. Ugarte and Rabiot's been discussed as well to replace Eriksen, because McTominay's been linked with a way to Galatasaray, been linked with a move away to Galatasaray, and Fulham apparently have been interested and circling, so we'll see what happens there. But there's a lot of movement. The good thing is we're not holding on to players like we did under Woodward and Murto. If a player's just wasting a squad spot, we're getting rid. Look at Donny van der Beek. We sold him for 500k. I mean, 500k is not very much. There's talk of it rising to like 5 mil and 10 mil and all that. But the fact that we were quick to get rid of him, happy to just get it done. And the same with Scott McTominay and Maguire, you know, being told, yeah, you're surplus to requirements. It's looking like we're creating spaces and spots. Same with Varane. Varane fairly early, we made the decision on that. The potential for... Oh, look at that ball. Oh, Ethan Williams, you got to get better. You got to get closer to that. A little bit better ball there from Mason Mount, though. But he's looking up for it, Mason. He's looking quick. I'm seeing these players slip all the time on the football field. We saw it all tournament in Germany. I'm sick of it, man. Just get yourself a decent pair of studs. Like, what are we doing? Honestly, though, how on earth has Xerxes accepted these wages? Any other club offers him 80k? Because he's clearly had a big payment, like a one-off payment. You know, to get him settled in, because his agent wanted 8 million, so he had to pay his agent 8 million. So it's clear something's happened there. That was a bad pass there, risky. Good bit of defending there from, who was that? Johnny Evans. So yeah, we'll see. I can't believe that we got Xerxes at 56k a week though. It's mad. 8 million just for the agent. Yeah, it was 34 million for him. It was the big agent fee. Now I don't even remember him, Mash, but was that Kia Kurutchabin, the agent, notorious agent? Oof. Wan-Bissaka there with a clearance. We needed that from England yesterday. I swear, Wan-Bissaka plays for us yesterday. We win that final. Wan-Bissaka plays for us in the tournament. We win the tournament. Like, the disrespect Wan-Bissaka gets, we've never had a problem with him defensively. And there's talk about people wanting to get rid of him. You just keep him in. Worst case scenario, okay, yeah, he's not a starter, is he? But he's not a starter in Ten Hag's system. But what you do is you keep him as an option. Like, where are you getting such a quality option as a Wan-Bissaka playing on the bench? I mean, happy to play on the bench. He goes and gives the ball away, just as I say it. But yeah, but going back to Xerxes, I think it was 36 million plus the 8 million for agent fees. Kia Kurutchabin, however you say his name, I don't know, let's call him Kia. He was the agent of Tevez and Mascherano, and he actually owned those players back when a time when it was a little bit shady, and you could actually own players. Agents could own players. You know, like how clubs own players, agents could actually own players. So you'd have to pay, and then the agents would then rent the players to the clubs. So when he came to West Ham, brought Javier Mascherano and Tevez to Mascherano to West Ham to do like an audition and play there, and they played there for a season and got the move to Man United and Liverpool. Mascherano and Tevez, and at that point the Premier League and UEFA banned it because it wasn't something they were used to in Europe. It was more of a Southern American thing. Rosenborg all over us at the moment. It's looking like last season all over again, this, boys. Get to it. Oh, flag goes up. They put the ball in the back of the net, but the flag's up. Williams not quick enough to get in front of his man. Hefty fee for an agent. Well, I think the reason why the fee's so big is because to get the deal done, his release clause was about 40 million mash, but we paid just a little bit less. Oh no, we paid just a little bit more so that we didn't have to pay it in one chunk. If we paid the release clause, we'd have to pay it in one chunk, and then that would come off at the amount of money we're able to spend this season. So we paid a little bit more than the release clause and said we're going to pay you a small amount now, and we're going to pay you over the next couple of years. But to do that, we also had to give the agent a big chunk, you know, to kind of get it, or to smooth it all over. So yeah, that's where we're at with Xerxes. I'm excited to see how he gets on. I mean, you've seen every time he's been asked to step up. Rashford, oh, bit of a rusty touch there. Good work rate, good hustle to get back and win the block though. Yeah, what was I saying? Xerxes, I'm excited about him because you've seen that every time he's been asked to step up a level. Like he went on loan to Anderlecht, stepped up, played under Vincent Kompany. Anderlecht fans absolutely love and adore him. Talking about him being the, you know, the next Zlatan Ibrahimovic and all that. You know, his 5-star skills, kind of player, you know, just both two-footed. Then he gets signed for Bologna. Bologna, he's the Serie A young player of the season. Young player of the season in the Serie A, you know, to be able to buy a young player of the Serie A the young player of the season in the Serie A, to be able to buy him for like 40 million, 45 million. Yeah, that's a decent deal to be had. Especially you look at if Liverpool were doing that deal or Man City were doing that deal, we're talking about them. They're buying the Serie A young player of the season, or you're buying the Liga young player of the season, or whoever. You know, 45 million. You've got to be hopeful. You've got to be excited about it. And you look at him, you know, to me, he's a bit of an interesting one because he's not a goal scorer, but I'm a little bit more forgiving because players at 23, the majority of like world-class strikers, they weren't like incredible goal scorers at the age of 23. Usually 23, 24, 25, 26. You get the anomalies. You get like some of the outliers, like your Mbappes, like your randomly Lukaku's and stuff like that. But you go look at the likes of your Benzemas and your Lewandowskis and players like that. They were getting, you know, the around 15, just a little bit less than that at the similar ages. And then it's just you develop and you get better and better. And what I like about him is he brings others into play. I still think he's a goal scorer, and Motorball didn't make him shine. Well, he was involved in the play a lot, weren't he? You know, having done a bit of research on the lad, he was involved a lot in the build-up and coming short. So we'll see what he's got at United. I think he's got the options there. But looking how we're playing today, it's looking like we're going to be playing a 4-4-2. A 4-4-2 in attack, and then a 4-2-4 defensively. That's what we're looking like we're playing right now. Then to me, I imagine Højlund and Xerxes start up top together. The question is who plays on the right wing and who plays centre mid. So you go Ugarte in the middle with Mainu. Is that what we're going to be doing? That's interesting. That I'm very intrigued as to how we're going to be set up. Very intrigued at Wan-Bissaka again, so solid. Crazy how rich they get just for making some phone calls. Yeah. Oh, so close to being an agent myself, you know, Zo. I was so close to being an agent, and I should have been, you know. Honestly, when I think about it, I'd feel sick in the stomach about it. I was so close. Oh, I've told you the story. I would have had my nephew. I would have had my nephew and Karim Rekic. You remember the Dutch centre back? He played for City. I think he went and played for Sevilla at one point. But when he was at City in the academy, he used to play. He used to be the centre back partner with my nephew, and used to take him for KFC and take him for things to eat afterwards. And yeah, I was leaning towards there, and I was going to be the agent of my nephew, and then all of a sudden, word comes out. My nephew signed because of my sister. He signed with someone else because they've given him a big amount of money for signing. I was devastated. I was devastated. I couldn't believe it. It's, you know, I don't know the amount of money she got, but I imagine it was a good 20-30k or something that they give her for him. So, and I just weren't gonna be able to give that kind of money at that time. But prior to that, all the way through his youth career, I bought all his football boots. I took him to almost all of his football, you know, took him down to Platt Lane, it was, down in Manchester, the Man City training. And it made me feel sick in my stomach as well. Taking him to go watch him play in a City shirt, watch a bunch of City Academy lads, and all that. Yeah, nah, at the time I didn't need it, Mash. They were just bringing through where you needed to get your accreditations. At that time. Yeah. Nah, I was a chill guy in real life. You know what? There was an Iraqi kid who played in the academy when they were 14 for City, and I swear he had a full moustache and beard. He was never 14 in his life. He was about 21. He was mint. He was so good. But like all the parents and all the people taking the kids to training were all like, nah, this guy isn't 14. Like, what are we talking about here? Because he was mint. He came over from Iraq as part of like some kind of just program from what that Man City were doing at the time, but he was not 14. Let me tell you. "14 and a beard, mate. He had a beard, stash, everything. He had 3 kids. I swear, 14 years old." Like, what we're talking about, all the parents, and I wasn't a parent, but I felt like I was his uncle. Obviously, I'm, you know, my nephew there, and it's like, what's this kid doing here? Like, what are we doing here? Like, this is a grown man in a dressing room with 14-year-olds. Like, what's going on here? Suspect. Yeah, we definitely lined up in a 4-4-2 here, boys. It's going to be interesting if we continue to do this. I want to kind of crystal ball into the next couple of games and see if this is going to continue. It is a little bit delayed, a little bit staggered, because you look, Barcelona did it under Xavi and a few seasons ago, and Pep Guardiola did it last season with Haaland and Alvarez. So maybe that's just the adjustment that we're going to be going with. Interesting. I like it defensively. I'm a big fan. I don't want to see a 5 at the back defensive. I think 5 at the back, what it does is it means that you're less likely to counter and less likely to break up top. We need to get on the ball though a little bit more in the final third. Wheatley, Medjugorje needs to kind of hold the ball up a little bit better. Casemiro's gone down, clutching his ankle. Ooh, yeah, that's not necessarily friendly. Oh, ref. Studs up. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. That's a red, that. That is a dangerous challenge. He's gone in high about just under knee height, middle of the shin. On Casemiro's shin. That's a bad one, that. A little bit more pace, that's a leg breaker. Ref's giving me a yellow card for it. Yeah, we don't want to be seeing that. We need to sell him to Saudi Arabia. What are you saying? Should United keep hold of Casemiro or should they sell? I'd keep Casemiro. For me, the way I'm looking at it with Casemiro is the invaluable experience you get from him. You know, there's not many like Champions League winners and title winners in that dressing room, and someone who knows what it's like and knows what it means to have been there. For me, you need that, and not just that. You look at Ineos and you look at the people around the club. For them to have his expertise as someone who's played at the very highest level in the highest clubs. Do you know what I mean? Having played for Brazil, having played for Real Madrid. Seeing what the coaching like, seeing what the dining's like, seeing what the travel arrangements are like, seeing what the preparation, the food, all that. He can be a consultant almost for them. Omar Barada or whoever, Dan Ashworth, they can speak to Casemiro and go, so, you know, when you was at Madrid, what was it looking like with the coach? What kind of coaches were you using? You know, what was the leg room looking like? You know, what was that? What were the private jets saying? You know, did you have was it the big A380 or what we're talking about? You know, what kind of vehicle were we getting involved in here? And Casemiro's like, okay. That's Spanish, that was Portuguese. What's like what in Portuguese? But yeah, he was I feel like as a consultant, he's valuable, is what I'm saying. He's valuable on multiple levels. You can look at his wages, you can say that, but I think for Kobbie Mainoo as well, the experience in game, like Kobbie Mainoo learning his career, who's he learning it from? There's no one at the club really that can teach him and that can help him and guide him in these moments compared to someone like a Casemiro. Oh, it's a lovely ball that from Williams. Williams with a vision. I love those players that they move out of space, but they can still see the game around them, and they're still able to make those blind passes rather than having to look. Don't think Cass is that guy, not really a talker. Oh, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, Mash. Been hearing a lot from him lately. You know, as you get older, you get a little bit more, you know, confident and a little bit more willing to, you know, put yourself out. Then, yeah. How happy are you with Ruud as an assistant manager? Unbelievable appointment. I mean, Ruud van Nistelrooy is a cerebral guy. You know, he's one of those guys that, like an Arteta, like a Pep, like a Bielsa, etc. You know, he's one of those guys. He's a thinker. You know, he's. I'll give you a story about Ruud. He started his career off as a midfielder, and he got a move to a club. I can't remember the name of his club. Was it Heerenveen? And the coach there was like, "You need to play up top." You know, I think you're able to play up top. And he taught him how to be able to finish and how to score goals. And he went on to become one of the best goal scorers football's ever seen. Now, he didn't have the talent to be a goal scorer. He used his mind, he used his thought, he used his genius to be able to become the best striker. And when he moved to PSV, he went and won them the Dutch Cup in his first season. You look at him, you know, he knows how to tutor, he knows how to teach, he knows how to take information, soak it in, and then also relay it. Some of the best managers and the best players of all time haven't had that. I mean, you look at some of the best players of all time, someone like, and I hate to say it, but someone like a Paul Scholes, or they just do things naturally. You know, someone like a Wayne, they do it naturally. They don't know how they do it. They don't think about how they're doing it. They just do it. It just comes naturally. You know, some players are thinkers, are ones that add to the game, and that's what Ruud is. And to be able to do that and apply it, so the fact that he can do that, apply it, and then also teach it, it's going to be a massive plus for us having him in the dressing room. And not just that, you've got his experience of what he's seen, where he's been. You know, you've got also like his aura, like he's Ruud van Nistelrooy. When you're Rashford, when you're Xerxes, when you're Højlund, and you're taking advice from, no offence to Benny McCarthy, who was a good footballer, but you're taking it from Ruud van Nistelrooy. Like, you know, one of the Champions League's all-time goal scorers, scored more goals in a single season in the Champions League than almost any player. 14 goals in a single season in the Champions League. More than the likes of Henry, more than the likes of Suarez, more than the likes of them boys. Right, Medjugorje getting on the ball. What happens with Medjugorje this season? Ref, it's a free kick, no? Yeah, Williams is just a little bit slow on the ball. Yeah, no, so almost all his goals are inside the box. What Ruud van Nistelrooy was best at, he was basically, he'd just redirect the ball. So he'd either redirect the ball or he'd take it first touch and then shoot. You know, like how Ollie Watkins, I apologise, we're saying this now to you, Dutch. But it's like when Ollie Watkins took the ball in against the Dutch, first time shot. All his goals were like that. Almost all his goals are first touch, get out of your body, shoot. But the reason why he was so great at it, because he understood where his play was. He had an awareness with his body. Casemiro dwelling and dawdling on a ball here and watching him. Just like last season, man. It's pre-season. We got to calm down, but we got to cut that out of the game. Nice bit of defending there from Williams. Tell you what, Rosenborg, they're putting in some challenges here, you know, boys. Bit dirty, these lads. Pre-season, come on. Listen, I know it's your fan. Oh, we beat Man United in pre-season. So what? It don't mean anything. Calm down. Yeah, what makes Ruud van Nistelrooy great? What separates him from your average striker or your more natural strikers is his ability and his understanding, his awareness of what's around him, and he's going to teach that. And not just when the ball's coming to you, to have an understanding of where your opponent is, where they are on your right shoulder, left shoulder, in front, 1 yard, 2 yard away, 5 yards away, wherever they are, they touch tight. How to create space in those little tiny moments, those little tiny like inches and gaps you have on a football field. How to create space and then get the shot off right away. And that is, you don't see strikers like that these days. You just don't see it. It's a shame. I can't even think of a striker like that in world football today. Where they fed the ball in the box, quick touch, bang, goal. Like, received the ball fast into him as well. That's what Ruud was great at. Like, he could get a ball pinged into him. Fish has filled out a bit, and he's looking a little bit more athletic. He's filling out as he's getting older. I thought he'd be a little bit too weak. I thought that with Mainu. I thought that unless Mainu starts to bulk up a little bit, he's going to struggle, but he did do. I went to watch him in this game, in this FA Cup. You know, the Youth Cup final? I was there at the Youth Cup final, and he was starting to bulk up there. Because in that season early on, and also he grew a bit as well. Like he was similar height. He was fairly short, not too dissimilar for Dan Gore, and then just started, and then all of a sudden just shot up. I think he's 6 foot now. Cavani at his peak, yeah, Cavani. You know those kind of strikers. You know why we don't get those strikers anymore? Because they don't get the time to train on that anymore. Like a player goes to training. Rosenborg, it's the post. Oh, we're penned in here, boys. Rashford trying to break. Oh, he's got the pace. He's looking a bit thick, Marcus. I think VTech touched that. What was I saying? Yeah, going back to Ruud van Nistelrooy and strikers, what you get, or at least what you used to get, is strikers would spend 6-7 hours just on striking and just receiving the ball, scoring, receiving the ball, scoring. Of those 6 hours a day strikers are playing now, they're practicing passing, they're practicing positioning, they're practicing defending drills, like pressing drills. So they're taking 3 hours out of the training regime constantly. Like, so you're losing that kind of that refinement. Oh, beautiful from Mason Mount there. Oh, is it? Oh, again with a foul. Clash knee to knee. These boys have got to chill, man. It's pre-season. Oh, Casemiro just... Am I going to Scotland? Yeah, I'm going to the Scotland game. Going to Edinburgh on Saturday. I'm going to the Charity Shield game as well. So I'll be going Wembley. Wembley, Wembley. We're the famous Man United and we're going to Wembley. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. Love Edinburgh, lovely place. How's it going, Matt? I'm going to drive up in the morning, watch the game, and drive back. Went a long time ago, but yeah, I was looking at getting a hotel, and that. It's just expensive, man. You know, because United are in town. It's mad. What is it? 60,000 people, so 60,000 extra people there that weekend. You know, so all the hotels were just madness. It was like 400 quid a night. You know what I mean? Like 400 quid a night. What are we talking about? You go Magaluf for that for the week. I mean, you can't, not these days, but still. 400 quid, mate. Couldn't believe it. The missus, we wanted to go with all the kids and stuff. Not too bad from Manchester, really, is it? Nah, not too bad. It's 4 hours. 4 hours is nothing. What was 4 hours ago? 1 o'clock. Half one. How long ago was half one? Feels like 5 minutes ago. You just get in the car, whack a few podcasts in on, do you know what I mean? You know, or talking shit with the passengers. I was thinking about how can you send the footage in from the hotel? Guess not. Yeah, I need to figure out a way to kind of get that footage more easily over to you. It's not the biggest deal because it's only pre-season friendly, but Rosenborg have been all over us here. I've got to be honest, boys. Well, I don't know what you're thinking about this, but just over 7 hours for me. Don't fancy that. And back in the day, so usually fly-ins. I was looking at flights from Manchester. I was gonna book a flight from Manchester to Heathrow and go Wembley. 80 quid it was on a normal day. Can you not take the laptop in the car and send it like that? Maybe. Well, we'll talk about it. I'll try and figure it out after stream. I'm supposed to jump in call with you, Mash. Need to get in call before season starts, yeah, for sure. Mad that you can fly for less than it costs on a train. It's crazy, innit? Right, go on, Wheatley. Wheatley, what are you doing here? Beautiful ball inside. No one running in the middle. That's understandable, though, because Medri's not a striker and Rashford's playing out wide. But beautiful ball from Wheatley there, just where you needed it. Just needed Wheatley to be in the box. Yeah, I defend. You know what? I don't like 400 quid a night, mate. Unbelievable prices. If Ryanair had a flight from the UK to here, I'd fly over to edit and come back. I know, mate. Ryanair's so cheap. That pass then, the Travella on the break. Johnny Evans signing a contract. I like that. I'm okay with that. I like that. I was a little bit worried we might end up losing him, you know, just because he might retire or, you know, might go play in USA, wherever. But staying at United, I feel like, you know, he's a solid backup, very dependable. I thought he was better than Maguire last year. I thought it was Varane above him and that was it. I thought it was very dependable. He's staying at the Scottish bit. So go and check the prices that weekend. Hopefully he can do the job we intended him to do this year. Yeah, exactly. Fourth choice. Oh, Williams is done. Good save, Vitek. All over us, Rosenborg, you know. Oh, Williams. Oh. Johnny Evans nearly scoring an own goal. Vitek minting goal. Oh, we're all over the place here at the moment, boys. It's not looking good. I feel sorry for the kid. I feel sorry for the kid Murray. He's looking a bit suspect. I feel sorry for the kid Murray. He's looking like this. Even Rosenborg, he is not his level. I want to see Harry Amass. I want to see Harry Amass. I want to see Collier. I want to see Fletcher. Like Williams so far. I mean, it's first half, isn't it? He's shown little spells. Mason Mount's looking solid. Mason Mount's looking energetic. He's gonna be our Luka Modric. I'm telling you right now. I hope he is. I don't know what it is about Mount. I think he's got the attributes to go on and be a very good player. He can finish. He's good on the ball. He's great at pressing. He's great at passing. He's positionally, I'd say he probably needs a little bit of work positionally if he's going to be playing in the middle. But he's not been used to playing in the middle. He's played wide as a wide cam, as a wide attacking midfielder, off the left, off the right. But if he's going to start playing a little bit deeper, a little bit more in the middle, I think defensively as well. Defensively, I want to see a little bit more tenacity. But I think there's definitely a player there. I just don't know where he fits in, because if we're going to be playing with a midfield two, and we're going to be playing with Mainu and Ugarte, or Mainu and Casemiro, which is worrying, to be honest. We're switching to a 3, and then you've got Mason Mount coming in and Hannibal dropping a little bit deep, which Hannibal would be Xerxes trying to pick up the ball. Because Hannibal's playing up top at the moment in a 4-4-2. I'm looking at much cheaper prices, around 130. Yeah, but for the date of the actual game, 130 a night. You show me, you find me them, get me those hotels. How much we were looking? They were about 400, weren't they? Well, will you have a look and see? $20 Glasgow, yeah. Oh no, you know why you're looking? You know why you're seeing 130? What we need is good bit of defending there, boys. Get it out, get it out. What? So no, Zo, that's why, because you're not looking with you're looking as a single man. I was talking about me, the missus, 3 kids, and parking. So basically, a family of 5 and parking. Now you're talking 430. As for one single room, yeah, of course you're going to get that for 130. But even 130 is still expensive. For that, I'd rather just drive. You pay for parking at some places, yeah. Well, no, it's not. You don't pay for parking, but you pay more for a hotel with parking. Do you know what I mean? Like the hotels without parking, they usually charge cheaper. So usually a hotel with parking charges more. It's one room though, right? Yeah, but it's two big beds. Is it 2 big beds? Yeah, 2. Yeah, just put 2 adults, 2 kids though, and then search for that. Jordan, third world my ass. Yeah, but it's about the luxury. It's about the refinement. Do you know what I mean? It's about social shaming. You got to keep up with appearances, which in Jordan you're allowed dusty streets. We're not allowed dusty streets in this country. Do you know what I mean? Come on. Our streets, you should see our streets. Oh, go on, Mount. Beautiful. Oh, Wheatley, you gotta keep your eyes open. You see the passing to Murray there. Nice pass on the left foot. Nice shot on the left foot though from Wheatley. It won't let me check. It's fully booked on that date. There you go, then. Says that, doesn't it? Ooh, yeah, he slices across it. First shot on goal in 39 minutes. Why when I type? Why am I like not right in the head when I type? Like, what's going on? Like, what is it about? I miss words. I'm typing and I just miss words. First shot on goal, 39 minutes in. This is going to be a long season again, isn't it? Like, I just miss words. What's that about? Is that just because I'm not focusing? Like, what's going on there? Dementia. Alzheimer's. Oh, no. They have loads of parking because they don't have cars. Do you know what I mean? Whew. Oh, Rosenborg, hit the post, hit the crossbar. Oh, what a save, Vitek. What a save. Unbelievable. How this is still 0-0, I have no idea. Unbelievable. Elbow in the face there. Chill, Wheatley. What would it cost a part for a day in Manchester? About 35 quid. Depends where you park. Yeah, how's it going, Wayne? Keep getting us on our left hand side. You know what I like about Rosenborg? They've actually been putting balls in pretty quickly. There's none of the recycling. They just want to get the ball forward, get it quick. Yeah. Pre-season, what you got to remember is a lot of these players, they're been on holiday. First couple of training sessions they've had, and looking a little bit flustered here in this first half. Big changes in the second, I imagine. Rosenborg again in the box. Good save from Vitek again. Vitek's been outstanding. I feel sorry for all the Norwegian United fans having to come and watch this. Like, come on, lads. Let's get hold of the ball. These are the kind of tests you want, though. The problem is, I don't imagine many of these players actually playing the first team. We've got Casemiro, Wan-Bissaka, maybe. Mason Mount, maybe. Rashford, maybe. Well, Rashford you'd expect to be starting. That's it, really. Vitek's been fantastic, though. So solid. Legit goalkeeper there. Oof. Oh, I see us getting the ball up a little bit more. Rosenborg are playing. They look fit. They look like they're right at it. Sloppy from Wheatley. Mason Mount looks frustrated there, diving in, studs up, and then the ball pops up and he punches it away. Yeah, Mason Mount's frustrated. Rosenborg, I understand why we're playing a little bit nervous, a little bit light, because Rosenborg have been putting in some nasty challenges. You look at that one on Casemiro, studs up, just under the knee. That in an official game, we're talking a clear red card, horrendous challenge. Any more pace or power in that challenge, and it's definitely a leg breaker. Yeah, Rosenborg have been putting themselves about. Rosenborg. And that's it for the first half. Not really much to be learnt from that first half. The hosts have played well. Our lads getting a big sweat on. Nice what advert before you came in. Hey, good afternoon, Scotty. Scotty, the goal has been peppered. They've battered us. They've hit the post. They've hit the bar. VTEX made saves. We've had Evans nearly score an own goal. Needed a wonder save from Vidtek. They've had a shot from wide with a tiny touch on it. Mate, honestly, it's tough. It's been a tough watch. It's pre-season though. It's pre-season. All we're doing, we're ironing out all the wrinkles, aren't we? That's what we've got to hope. But it's not a full team. Do you know what I mean? It's not a best. You know, we've got plenty of opportunity and chance to improve. You know, these lads aren't fit yet. Rosenborg, please, they're halfway through their season or something, aren't they? Let me go and have a look. I swear they are. I mean, that makes the difference. Where is it? Let me go. Let's come join me here, boys. They're halfway through their season, innit? So that constellation, nice, that beautiful word, innit? Fot mob, there we go. Fot mob. Today. Oh, I swear my favourites from Man United. Why is it not? Am I not logged in? Right, where are we? Rosenborg, what have they been doing? Where's their last fixtures? Yeah, they're in the middle of their season, do you know what I mean? They're look at that. Their last game they played 12th of July. Like, the table. They're in the middle of their season. So, and they've come to play. They're annoyed that they've got to play this game. So they're putting themselves about a little bit. I shouldn't have shown that table. I shouldn't have shown that. They're on a -7 goal difference. It's pre-season, lads. It's pre-season. Calm down. Do you know what I mean? Just relax, you know. Yeah. What do you want to see changed? I'm like, you know, I'd say I like the idea that we're playing a 4-4-2, but we're not playing it like with any kind of effect at the moment. But again, it's early pre-season. It's yeah. Who United got next? We got Rangers next in Edinburgh. I'm going to that game. Yeah. I don't know what to say after that. Has anyone got any positive things for me to say? Wheatley had a nice shot. He had a nice opportunity. VTEC's been amazing at goalkeeping. It's pre-season. We've got a clean sheet still. Yeah, we've got a clean sheet. The look seems to be on our side. A lot of we're enjoying the look of it so far. I mean, look, Ruud van Nistelrooy, heck, has only been there a week or so now, so he's not really had a chance to, you know, implement what they want to do. And yeah, watching that though, I don't know what Omar Barada and Dan Ashworth are thinking in the stands. Williams still got it. Who's Williams? No, this is Williams was on the right hand side. It's not. That wasn't Brandon Williams. I thought it might be Brandon Williams. He's a right winger. Yeah, playing you boys, innit, Wayne? Yeah, so we'll see. Been rough. Hannibal Medjugorje looked a bit, Mason Mount's put himself about. He's put himself about, and he's looking like he's wanting to stake a claim this season. Whether he stays fit or not, we'll see. You know what's great? The fact that the weather's absolutely, steaming over there in Norway. Red hot right now. The players are working up a sweat, so get off any bit of fat cells, excess fat cells. Sweating them right off. Who changes? Who comes off? Let's have a little look. Who comes off in the second half? And who comes on? Right, so we can bring on Amas, Bennett, Collier. I'd like to see Collier, Hugill. I mean, there's not much there coming off the bench, really, that's going to make a big difference. But I'd like to see Amas. I'd like to see Collier. I'd like to see Fletcher. Oyedele. We'll see. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting second half, and I wanted to see what kind of formation we're playing. I'd wanted to see what. I need to set up my little stuff on my stream deck. I've not got all that set up. Keeper looks decent. Keeper looks mint. Cridlin there tweeting me. Keeper looks decent. Keepers look mint. How until Sean May know about, you reckon? Usually it's a 4-week holiday, so it's just they'll be ready for, depending on what they do themselves. Usually when players take the entire amount of pre-season, they come back about the second or third game of the season. Second or third game of the season. But even then, the second or third game of the season for them is like pre-season almost. Like they're not even still ready for that. So yeah, some players come back early, and they'll come back and it'll be... some players will come back early, and yeah, they'll sacrifice a little bit of the holiday. So, and I imagine Maino will do that. I imagine Shaw will do it as well, but I don't know. So Leacher and Garnacho too. Yeah, potentially. So yeah, that's historically Scotty. It's been the second game of the season. Third game of the season, I should say. Bayinde deserves minutes this season. Bayinde, nah, I'm not going anywhere near Bayinde. This Vitex looks mint. First pre-season, a lot of players not even there. What do you say to this, to Johnny here? I'm asking, I've got a Johnny. Like, he's saying there, it's the 45 minutes of the first pre-season game, and a lot of players are not even there. Like, Rosenborg are 11th, the -7 goal difference. And I could understand, if we'd have played a little bit of decent football. But we've been battered. In that first half, they've been all over us. I'm worried, man. If you need starting 11 to beat Rosenborg, yikes. Exactly. A United squad should be good enough. We should be able to play our under-21s. Our full under-21s and be able to beat Rosenborg. Like, what we're talking about, the standards have dropped so much. And yeah, okay, we're not where we used to be at, but we don't say it's okay. We've got to improve. I want to see at least some decent performance. Crazy. How would you grade Antonio Valencia as an MUFC player? What we're saying, boys? Our best ever in his position? No. World class. I go world class. It was world class during his time. Excellent. In between world class and excellent. In between world class and excellent. It was incredible. What they saying? C, D. What? Good. Decent. Mint. You not appreciating how badly a small club like Rosenborg would want to beat a somewhat less small club like United. Yeah, B+ for Tony. I go B+. I read the Norwegian league is really up and coming. Premier League standard now, I've heard. Exactly. The sarcasm, that, by the way. That's sarcasm. Agree, Rashford needs to do more. Should be standing out in a game like this. You'd expect an off-form Rashford still to be one of the best players in the Norwegian league. I mean, what we're talking about? Oh, look at little Baba there. Norwich fan, innit? Pain. Whew. See what they're saying at the Stratford Park. Vitek. Vitek has saved us from being 3 or 4-0 down. Oh, indeed, Syed. It's been paying on it. Toby Craig, formerly of Chelsea and Man City, will become Man United's new chief communications officer. Wasn't that? I'm not saying that's like. I prefer. I like. I mean, what we're saying. I'm watching United stand and goal, but just said there'll be people saying pretty much what you just put. Lol. Johnny. That guy's not a United fan as well. What we're talking about here, boys? What are we doing? You know, some United fans, you know, the standards have just dropped so far. It's dropped so far. Like you expect more. Me as a Mancunian, raised in the city, having witnessed what I've witnessed growing up. Do you know what I mean? As any fan should, is standards. We expect standards. And to me, I apologise, regardless of pre-season, do you think Sir Alex Ferguson would be happy with that? Do you think Sir Alex Ferguson's there going, well played in that first half, lads? It's okay. It's only a pre-season. It's only the first half. It doesn't matter too much. Is that what we're talking about? Because I'm not... I'm just saying that we shouldn't be getting peppered. Vitek has potentially saved us from conceding 3 goals. They've hit the post, they've hit the crossbar. We've had one shot. We've had one shot. I just want to see a little bit of style of play. Is this what you'd expect from Barcelona, from Bayern Munich, from Real Madrid, from Liverpool? Remember the good old days where pre-season used to be a case of how many goals we batter teams by? Exactly, Matt. Exactly. That's what we're talking about, man. Matt knows. Matt gets it. We'd be saying like, we only scored 2. Is that it? Like, listen, people confuse the fact that, okay, you want standards and, oh, yeah, but you don't support the club, or, oh, you're moaning about the players. No, I want these lads to do well. I want them to do very well. I want them to succeed. I want them to pick the performances up. I want the manager to do well. I want them to do fantastic. I want them to do great. I'm only sat here just expecting a little bit more. Like, come on, lads. Pull yourselves together. It's like, come on. Like, the expectations are just a little bit higher than saying that was okay. Like that was okay. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. It's pre-season. It doesn't mean too much, but at the same time, there is indicators there. There is indicators. You know, you look toward pre-season to try and understand what kind of style we play and how the players are kind of taking to the positions, what they're doing on set pieces, what they're doing defensively. You look to try and understand what's going on. Like, that's what these games are for. They're to try out formations, they're to try out systems, they're to try out just what's happening within a game. To experiment. Tonight playing 3-1-6. You know, he switches formation in game. You see 4-4-2, you see 4-2-4, you see defensively 4-4-2, you see the 3-1-6. So yeah, it changes. It does change, but at the moment, higher, we're getting slapped. At the moment, we're getting slapped. So shouldn't just be fitness levels and giving minutes to the kids. Should be getting your tactics right and getting your shooting boots warmed up. Exactly. Like, what are we learning sitting deep and getting battered? Like, what are we learning? What are we learning? Big yourself, Ash, in the chat. Hope you're well. Good. Appreciate that, higher Kate. Yeah, all good, man. Excited for the season to be back. Excited the season back and just hyped. Just tuned in, got back from work. Is it that bad? It's pre-season, innit? It shouldn't mean anything, but Rosenborg are 11th in their league with -7 goal difference, and they should be winning 4-0, 4-5-0. They've hit the crossbar, they've hit the post. We've had one shot, and it's looked like you can't come away from this. And I hate doing it because I'm just a realist. I'm not an idealist. I'm a realist. Do you know what I mean? I'm telling you what I'm seeing. That's all. I'm not saying, oh, we've played mint and this has been mint and this has been mint and this has been good. I'm just saying this is what's happened. The grass outside is green. The sky is blue. Yeah, but is the grass shades of yellow and maybe a little bit of black and brown? Well, yeah. But also from looking from afar, you see the grass being green. And that's what we're witnessing now. We're witnessing a poor performance. Has there been the odd performance in there that's been a little bit decent? Something like a Mason Mount has done okay. He's looking a bit lively, looking a little bit sharp. Vitex looked fantastic at the back. Other than that, the rest of them, Wheatley's moved around, but it's same again. It's same. Hope the inners are ready for disappointment again. Listen, we're all Tanagin. We're all Tanagin because we want him to do well. We want us to have a good season. But we're very aware of what we witnessed last season, and we're worried that the same will happen again. If the same doesn't continue to happen and we start playing fantastic... Put it this way, in that first half when it came out, dominated possession, scored 2 or 3 goals, we go, okay, like what I'm seeing, let's go. Like what I'm seeing, let's see what happens. And then the next game happens again, and the next game happens, and it keeps happening and keeps happening. We back it. We've just got standards. Not me, mate. Since 7 to Liverpool, I've got to be honest. I think that's a sackable offence. You concede 7 against Liverpool. That in itself is a sackable offence, isn't it? You did have an unusually long injury list last season. We did, but even when we didn't, we weren't playing great. We got Rangers the 20th too. Yeah, I'm going to that one high. I'll be there on Saturday. Keep an eye on this number 6. Keep an eye on number 6, lads. He's a baller. Just whether or not he can make the step up, whether or not he can adjust. What's this? Aberdeen Angus steak and peppercorn crisps. Aberdeen Angus, irresistible. Seasoned with real Aberdeen Angus grilled steak and punchy peppercorn sauce. Have a try. Let's give it a crunch test, boys. That tastes weird. That wasn't what I was expecting. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Not the biggest fan of meat flavoured crisps. Love my Thai sweet chili sensations. Yeah, Thai sweet chili's nice. You know what? You know what it tastes like? It tastes like the peppercorn sauce. It doesn't taste like steak. It's weird that. It tastes like the peppercorn sauce. Yeah, Scanlon's mint. Keep an eye on 14 and number 6, boys. 14 and number 6. They also halfway through the season plays out a good preseason. I expect them to beat them for a good preseason. And? Am I bad? What? Not the biggest fan of meat flavour crisps. We're looking a little bit more in this at the moment. Happening in Norway. This game's happening in Norway. Did you know that 1% of all Norwegians, 1% of all Norwegians, did you hear that? Are Manchester United members. Yep. 55,000 people have paid for a Manchester United membership. See Collier, yeah? See number 6 there? That's a better version of Mason Mount. Mason Mount? That's a better version of Declan Rice. Keep an eye on that kid. Number 6, yeah? He's a better version of Declan Rice. I called it here right now on the YouTube. Come back, see me. Hello in 2027. How we doing? See, look, I called it a better version than Declan Rice. Just saying, hello 2029. When we've 2026, wait, 2020. Hello 2030. When we've just won the World Cup with him captaining the England team. How's it going? We'll see. Imagine. Oh, good bit of defending. You've not won the World Cup then? Yeah, we won the World Cup in 2030. We've got 2026 in America. Where's 2030? You've reached the final and lost out. No. You come back and watch this in 2030, yeah? I'm telling you, we've won the World Cup. Six years away. Yeah, we've won the World Cup, man. 2030 final at the Bernabeu confirmed, no? Is it? After fluking your way through the knockouts again. Nah, we're doing it big this time. We're doing it big. We played Portugal and Germany. We beat Portugal and Germany and beat Portugal in the quarters, Germany in the semis. It's massive. It's coming home. United have won the league twice by then as well. And the Champions League. Only 6 years. Yeah. It's about right. Two Premier League. 6 years. I'd take 2 Premier Leagues and a Champions League if you offered it me right now. I'd take that. I wouldn't want anything less. I just want to see a Premier League, man. I'm scared. How far could we potentially drift away from the Premier League? We're 8th this season. Vitek, nice. Straight to the ball. Or Swift. Sorry, Swift's on now. Keep an eye on number 23 as well. Harry Amass, who was in... Oh, say that. And he... Bad pass there. Into Bennett. Oh, look at Collier. Oh. If... We've gifted penalties. No. Who's going to be the manager? Wayne Rooney's the manager. He's going to be mint. After the spell of back-to-back promotions, after him getting Plymouth promoted, they're in the Championship now, aren't they? And then him taking Plymouth to top half, then he's getting the England job, playing great football. I just hope Rude teaches Xerxes some things for him to have to replace Depay in 2 years. Yeah. You don't ever want to see Depay start again, mate. That was me with. When he was playing under LVG. See, now this is what I want to see. There we go. We got playing. There we go. Good play, this. Much better in the second half. Ooh, short pass. I went out for a run. Take care, Zo. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Don't forget to hit those like buttons, yeah? The like button there. Free. Literally the highlight so far, indeed, Matt. Indeed. Still want to see us play a little bit better in that final third. I mean, get the ball up to the final third would be nice. Right now, we're sitting deep, and this seems to be the play style that Ten Hag wants to employ this season. I can't lie, it's a little bit worrying. I mean, I'm watching this, I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking... Oh, beautiful. Through the legs. Oh, based on looking at the stats, I'm surprised you're not falling asleep. Exactly. Yeah, stats have been pouring this off. Harry Amass just got megged. Oof. It's been a painful watch so far, I've got to be honest. It's been a painful watch. Pre-season though, Ten Hag's got to work out his systems, got to work out his style, get players up to fitness, and see a little bit more from the boys bringing out the back. I'd like to see his press as well. Not seeing anything in regards to like the team pressing or, you know, employing and using a press at the moment. It does seem to be like we're going to be sitting off teams and... Oh, there we go. Just as I say, just press the ball nicely, win the ball. Ethan Ennis, he's got to get out of his feet early and get the ball past. He's just looking to score. Greedy little bastard. Ooh, don't like that. Pass the ball, mate. Pass the ball. Yeah, just give the ball. Yeah, maybe players saw how aggressive they were and decided to slow down. Potentially, but... Maybe Ten Hag seen it last season and thought, the press is just going to kill me in the Premier League. I'm just going to have to learn to get my teams to sit off a little bit and look to play on the counter because it doesn't look like we're going to play with any sort of possession. Rosenborg are making some subs, so everything's changing now. Now there's a time and an opportunity to try and, you know, get control of the game. But so far, not controlling anything in this game. Can't wait to see Xerxes in the team. No, see Xerxes in the team. Get Mainu back. Get Lisandro Martinez, Garnacho. You know, Sancho back now. What do we do with Sancho? Whether Sancho stays. Is he going to stay? It's interesting. I mean, if we're talking about Anthony versus Sancho and who's going to take that right spot, for me, I'd want Sancho in there, obviously. But the kind of squad dynamic with Sancho, the thing is we don't know looking from the outside how that relationship's been repaired, who's kind of earned the power from that. So if Sancho's come back, he's kind of got on his knees, he's apologised, you know, he says, listen Gaffer, last year I was in a difficult place, I wasn't in the team, I was struggling. I want to get back into the team. I'm enjoying football again. I enjoyed my spell at Dortmund, but you know what? I want to make my name in the Premier League. I want to show what I'm capable of. I want to show that I'm not just a Bundesliga player. I want to prove it, and I want to show why Man United signed me and why the fans can trust me. And I want to be back and I want to be playing. And he puts in the graft. He puts in it because he's got the ability. He's got the quite. Seeing Ruud van Nistelrooy here, just talking to the players, beautiful. Ari Mas just getting completely just... That didn't look good, did it? See a Mas then? So yeah, that's what I'd want to see from Sancho. If in fact Sancho's not just being sold. Now, if he's been sold, that's okay, but just get some money for him. Try and put him in a swap deal. Do something with Chiesa at Juve. Do something with Schlotterbeck at Dortmund, or even if we're going for an extra striker who's a little bit more experienced, go for someone like Fulkrug at Dortmund. I know that'd be difficult to do, but you know, deals are there to be made. The idea that we might get Agate, I'm excited about that. Although he does look a bit rash in the tackle, like he does go in a little bit quick. You know, he does leave himself a little bit exposed. You know, you saw Casemiro do it a lot last season. You know, flying to challenges, flying to tackles, and then just be left with spaces and gaps in behind. Agate, that does happen to Agate. The problem is you can't rely too much on Kobe Mainu as well. We're going to put him in 19 years old and we're going to be asking him to dictate the play and tempo and control the game. Lovely ball over the top. Rosenborg defender just gets a touch on it, which takes it away from the attacker. First little bit of action, 62 minutes in. And we're in the box for a second there. Now we're back to defending. Oh, hit the bar again. Rosenborg hit the bar again. Great. Oof. Brilliant save. Vitek has been incredible. Just off this performance, I'd start him. Been fantastic. He's been incredible. I'm watching this, lads, and I've got to be honest, it seems like a system problem. It doesn't seem like a player problem. Been incredible. Sancho's been linked with Napoli. Listen, we'll do a bit of a swap deal with Kvaratskhelia, if you like. We'll take Kvaratskhelia. Di Lorenzo. Oh, go on, Hugill. Get to him. No shot, you can have one Jesus. No, I'm good, thanks. Oh, Mass. Collier's mint, you know. Like, Collier's like legit. Mass is having a bit of a stinker. Pre-season doesn't mean much. Vitek is mint. I'm loving Vitek. Seen a bit of him last season, but like he keeps improving. He looks like a goalkeeper as well. He's a big lad. He looks legit. You know, some players you look at and you think, I'm not too sure about you. And others, someone like the likes of like Van der Sar and Ter Stegen and Oblak, you know, they just the way they hold themselves and they just look like goalkeepers, you know what I mean? You mentioned him before, he's looking decent. He looks outstanding today. Oof. He's been the difference. He's been absolutely fantastic. It's worrying, man. I want to get hype. I want to get excited. Pre-season, though. The thing is, as well, I'm hearing that people are arguing about other people's narratives, like if you're Ten Hag in or you're Ten Hag out, or you know, you're all about whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, because they're Ten Hag in, they're like, oh, this is still very good. Or if you're Ten Hag out, it's horrendous. It's a bad performance. Like, from a realistic perspective, from trying to look at it objectively, like, what we're witnessing here. That's all I'm seeing. So for me, I'm just trying to point out what I'm witnessing. And what I'm witnessing right now is the system that we're using isn't working. We're getting outplayed generally. And a goalkeeper's having to do the best performance they are. Individually, players, they're able to pass. They're able to get on the ball. There's been the odd sloppy pass. There's been the odd mistimed pass. But generally, Rosenborg, who are 11th in their league with a -7 goal difference, are looking like prime Barcelona right now. We're struggling to get out of our own half. For the entirety of this half, we have been in our own half. And maybe that's a complaint. I don't know. It's the fact. It's irrefutable. It just is a fact. That is what is happening. Whether you like that, whether you think that's a good thing, whether you think it's a bad thing, whatever your opinion of that is, it is just a fact. This entire half, we have been penned in our half. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Now, for me personally, I would like us to play a little bit better. I would like us to maybe press a little bit higher. You know, maybe move the ball a little bit quicker. Maybe play a little bit more compact so that when we do lose the ball, there's someone else around to be able to nick in and kind of be a safety net almost. I was going, Maria, you all right? Do United look like scoring? I don't even know how to answer that, Maria, you know. We've not been close to their goal this half. We've not been close. I missed the days where it was like, how many are going to beat them by today? Matt said it earlier. Here we go. We're on the break. Counter attack. Come on. This is the moment. Ennis. Oh, what a shot. There's our shot. Good save from Rosenborg. See, this is all what I see. I'm excited now. So I see United. Come on. Go for it. I know it's pre-season, but it's the start of a new season. You know what I mean? It's exciting, isn't it? We've got to see our boys. Just go for it. Yeah, look, it's looking like we're going to be a counter-attacking team again this season, though. Oof. Ref, never a free kick. Come on, what we're talking about. Much rather lose 5-4 and learn something. Exactly, Matt. Much rather lose 5-4 and learn something. Looks like Xerxes, doesn't it? Number 18. It's like Xerxes' brother or something. What's going on there? Oof. Ball across the box there, looking dangerous. Let's see what we can do with this last 20 minutes left, boys. I'm not sure what Ten Hag would have learnt today. What have we learnt from this today? It just seems like a fitness exercise. Oh, a mass. I gotta be honest, a mass has dropped an absolute stinker. A lot of hype in that kid, and he dropped an absolute stinker this half. A little bit of nerves, maybe been playing in a packed out stadium, who knows, but he's looked fantastic at academy level. Also, I want to see Collier being given the ball more. Number 6 there. Ref. Someone needs to tell Collier, though, to pick up his socks. I don't know what all these lads are doing with these socks down. This new trend ever since Grealish, yeah? These lads with these socks so low, they just look sloppy. They don't look professional. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's one of those just old school, like, wanted to see football socks pretty, like, knee-high. Well, I'm looking at Collier here, number 6. He just looks sloppy. He's got big baggy shorts on. Looks like he just rolled up. Scanlon, nice ball through forward. Hugill. Oh, Hugo with a lovely ball inside the box, but no one there anticipating running onto it. You'd hope that that attitude's kind of drilled. What I'd want to see, especially from a coach, I want to see drills where a player gets it toward the right-hand side of the 18-yard box. The moment a player's got it on the 18-yard box, even like within 3 or 4 yards, you've got to sprint as hard as you can. Be making sprints just over and over again, just training drills of sprinting into the box. Sprints. Because at one point, you make that sprint, you're going to get onto the end of the ball. But if you're not making a sprint at all, or you're not being trained to make those sprints, then you're not going to anticipate it, you're not going to read it, and there's going to be no one there in the middle. If the players haven't got it in the mind, and they haven't got it in their idea to get forward when the ball's out wide and to get into the box, then you've got to drill it into them. You've got to educate them. You've got to put it upon them. Keep doing it over and over again so it becomes a habit. So they think, right, that guy's there now. That means now that I run into the box. They should already have that innate, but some players don't. Some players are good technically with the ball. They're good passers. They're good. They're good physically. Technically, all that. But then it's understanding positional play. It's understanding when to be in certain places and when to make moves and when to make runs and how to play the percentages. Like, it's a much higher percentage of a chance of you getting on the ball if you're near the box and someone's out wide in the 18-yard box, so you make that run. Simple things that just don't seem to be coached at United at the moment. I don't really understand why. Stuff that you would always see under strikes. You see it under Klopp. You see it under Pep. You see it under Ancelotti. You see it under top managers. But for some reason, this past 2 years, past 6 years really, we just don't see it. We don't see the kind of that educating. Oh, Rosenborg again. How have they not scored? How have they not scored? I'm confused. Hey, how's it going, Joel? Nice to see you, man. Yeah, crazy this game, Joel. They've absolutely peppered us. Yeah, I'm all good, mate. Ash, thoughts on dip dabs? What's a dip dab? I've never even heard of a dip dab. I've got to educate myself for what? Dip dabs. Oh, dip dabs. Oh, my old man used to love them. Forgot about it. Hey, thanks for that, Matt. Yeah, my dad used to love them. Like, he'd treat himself every now and again for a dip dab. Man, that's crazy, that. That's mad. You just flooded so many memories back in my back. Like, that is mad. That is mad. That's crazy. Dip dabs, man. That's just flooded so many memories back in my mind. I remember him at the car, his car yard just there. Do you know what I mean? I'd run to the shop, I'd run back and be sat there with his little dip dab. Do you know what I mean? Going for it. That's crazy, that, man. Hey, appreciate that, man. That's top, that. That is amazing. That is amazing. If you're not aware, my dad's no longer with us. Do you know what I mean? And I had a little bit of a difficult relationship with him as I got older. But when I was younger, it was like a god to me, like a king. Do you know what I mean? Like as I imagine most people are with the dads and stuff. And yeah, seeing him with his little dip dabs, completely forgot about that. That's mad. You know what I'm gonna go do, Matt? I'm gonna go get a dip dab this week at some point. I'm gonna go get a dip dab with the kids. I'm gonna have a dip dab. That's mad. That Our fitness is not there yet, but goalkeeper looking good. Yeah, goalkeeper's looking incredible. But, Joel, let me ask you this. Is the system been good enough? Should we be playing better than having the ball, sitting deep our entire half and not being able to kind of get any control in the game? And what does it mean, Joel, that we're sitting deep, looking to kind of park the bus rather than press? Does that mean we're not going with a pressing system this season, and we're gonna revert back to the playing on the counter and sitting deep? Is that what we're doing? Because that's what it's looking like to me, and it's a bit frustrating, to be honest. Because what I did want us to play a little bit more progressive. It's looked like right now, it's looking like we're playing Southgate ball. That's what it looks like. Good questions, but this is not our first 11. You say that though, Joel, and I appreciate you. You know, you're trying to look after. I'm not saying making excuses, but you're trying to see the positives. But realistically, should our under-23s not be beating a Norwegian team who's 11th in the league with -7 goal difference? Like, should that not be an expectation for Manchester United for our under-23s, our reserve teams, to be going to Rosenborg and performing? And like, historically, that's what we do. In these games, it'd be like, how many have we scored yet? And, I know back in the old days we had much better teams, but even the academies still would go and play much better football than this. So that's where I'm at. I'm at a place where I'm not very impressed. And I'm a little bit worried. But it's fitness. I forgive. It's fitness. But fitness for what? Fitness to get these players that are never going to play in the first 11. So that's why I'm saying to you, and I'm saying to anyone listening, this is a time to work out the systems and how we're going to play. It's not a time to worry about what result we're going to get. Like Matt said earlier, it doesn't matter if we lose 5-4 as long as we play the system we want to play. I agree, but they are so much sharper than us. They're in the middle of the season. I appreciate what you're saying. But Rosenborg being 11th in the league, -7 goal difference, having lost 7, drawn... regardless... The quality of... I could understand fitness is in running up and down the field... Running, but it's quality on the ball, it's passing, it's systems. We're not getting beat by fitness right now. We're getting beat by a system. Like, we're not being able to pass around them, we're not being able to move around them, and that's what's worrying for me. I want to see the first 11 showing up versus Fulham, maybe even Man City in the Shield. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to the Man City. I'm going to the Rangers game. I'm going to all them games. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. Oh, you know what? I was so hopeful coming to this game. We'd see, like, I don't know. I thought we'd be on the front foot. We'd be pressing. I thought he's had a full pre-season with him. He had a season last season with the academy, getting them to where they want to play. So yeah, gotta pick the missus up. Ash, catch you in a bit. Hey, take care, Matt. He's probably already gone now. Missed that, but take care, man. Dip dabs, man. Forgot about them. That's madness. Love a dip dab. Whew. Tenth of May is the game I'm going to. 10th of May. What have we got on 10th of May? I need to get a calendar app on my PC. 10th of May is the game. That's way too last time. End of the season. Long time. What? Was it? What did your dad say? Yeah. Yeah. Got you. Got you. What did Riley say? Okay. 10th of May versus West Ham. Hopefully we've won the league title by then. That'll be the one. Well, positives out of this game. Scanlon's look decent. Collier's look decent. Vitek has just looked incredible. Like I said, at this point, I just keep him in the team. I continue to play him in the team, even all the way through pre-season until he does something wrong. Like the saves he's been making, those are some outstanding saves. That is a keeper of quality, top tier quality. Those are the reactions, his positioning, his timing. It's been incredible. So far, my wife is trying to get me more tickets to start of the season, but I live 300 miles. Yeah, it's a long trip, that. But yeah, just getting a membership, and always, you know what I always suggest, Joel, about 2 days before a game, search then, because loads of season ticket holders like get the news like, oh, I can't go on Saturday or whatever, can't go on Sunday. They get it a couple of days earlier, and then they put the ticket back up for resale. Oh, save again from Vitek. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Are we going to get a goal here? We've got 5 minutes left. No goals so far. If there's going to be a goal scorer, and it's looking like it's going to be Rosenborg, but who knows? Maybe just on the counter, something breaks. Oops, just noticed no timer. Oh, mate, yeah, I've had no timer this entire second half. Right, well, I'm on 86.04.05. Yeah, no wonder, man. Listen, you got to keep me up to date with that, Mash. That's horrendous. I've had no time in the entire second half. How'd you do a watch long with no timer? That's hilarious, that. Oh, we'll get a timer up now, boys. Just give me a minute. We're going for 87:30. That's wild, that. Imagine having no timer. I dozed off a little, not gonna lie. Wow. You're not missing out. Exactly, James. James knows. Yeah. No, but it keeps us on the same kind of time, doesn't it? So you can pause me, fast forward me, whatever. We're probably on the same anyway. If you're not, nothing to change. There's no reason why it wouldn't have. Right, there we go. 31, 32. There's the timer now. All right. We should sell Hannibal. Wasn't impressed with him. Neither was Sevilla. What do we do with him? I think what would probably be best for us, you know, James, to get the most out of him, because he did fantastically well at Birmingham. Give him another loan in the Championship. Give him a loan in the Championship, up his value. I think his value is going to be the lowest where it's at the moment, isn't it? Yeah, his value is going to be on the floor. So I'd loan him to the Championship. Where's Rooney? Send him to Plymouth. Send him to Plymouth. Let him go beast it there, and then maybe hope that one of the promoted team next year thinks, oh, well, he did a great job. Maybe he'll do well for us, and they give us a bigger bid. We've got a lot of players like that though. That we kind of loan him to Derby or something. I agree. That'd be the smart move. Hopefully our board's looking at that, because we can see he's not really going to play a part in the squad, is he? Unfortunately, we saw towards the Christmas period that he wasn't really getting in the team. He had you know what was crazy? Last year against Palace, thought he had a great performance. Thought it was fantastic, and I thought we'd start to see him in the team then. And then we didn't. We saw him against Brighton as well. You know, when he scored that screamer against Brighton, horrendous performance for us. But when he came on, he had the passion. He was running about. He showed he wanted it. And I thought, yeah, we're going to start seeing him in the team a little bit more. And it frustrated me, if I'm being honest, that he didn't start more at that time ahead of McTominay, because we knew McTominay was potentially getting out of the team, and Hannibal's a kid coming into the team. But then he's just not fitting with Ten Hag. You know, he didn't work at Sevilla, causing issues with Mariano, their star signing striker. So he's just caused issues, and here we are now with him. He didn't really offer anything in this pre-season game. You know, you saw Mason Mount trying to put himself about, same with Wheatley and stuff like that, and he didn't really see that with Hannibal. I'm not sure he's lost his love in the game or whatever. Ennis has been mint. Whenever Ennis has had opportunity to have the ball in this second half, he's been really good on the ball. That shot, our only shot in the second half, where it goes right down the goalkeeper's throat. The ability to get that shot off where he was at the time, running at the pace he was running, it was decent. Especially with the melts we had walking around. Exactly. Like, if there ever was a time to give him a little bit of chance. Like I said, he played decent against Brighton. That performance against Palace in the Cup, where we made a few changes. Ref, come on, ref. I like Oyedele. Solid him. I think we'll start to see more of him. Just a solid player. You look at him on the ball. Rangers Saturday and off to the USA. Indeed. Got some good, tough games. Some good games. Pre-season. Rangers is going to be interesting. What we do, I imagine it's largely the same squad here. You've maybe got Anthony to come in. We've got Sancho to come in. Who was left at home? Ahmad. Why is Ahmad being left home? Like, I want Ahmad to play a big part in our squad this season. You see that kid's a baller. Like, what's his issue there? I don't understand. Like, Ten Hag just wouldn't play him. You saw him in the Championship deal with the physicality and go on to be their player of the season. And what was it? Something like 16 goal contributions. Or was it 16 goals? I can't remember, but he had an incredible, like, cameos whenever he came on for us. Looked very good. So what happens there with them? We'll see. I think Lindelof's on his way to Fenerbahce. But Tomine, the same. He could be on his way to Galatasaray. I'm surprised Mourinho's not gone in, and Vitek's been fantastic this half. Everything he's dealt with. Had a good spell at Rangers as well. Hopefully he plays against them. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't. Maybe he's come back a little bit fat. You know, maybe that's the issue. Sometimes that can happen with players. You know, they come back off pre-season, you know, enjoying the nights out, a bit of beer, a bit of, you know, restaurant dining and all that. Coming a bit tubby. So he's got to stay back and do more fitness work rather than technical and system work. We don't know, that's the thing. 1-0 Rosenborg, 92nd minute. United lose the opening game of pre-season. They've deserved it. They've deserved it. They've been fantastic. They've deserved it. I just feel sorry. You know what? I just feel sorry for the Norway fans that have had to watch this. Paid the money to come watch Manchester United, and they've only seen us had one shot. Vitek's been unlucky, but it was good. The dam was going to break at one point. It was coming. Even then, you see, he's not far away from it. Oof. That's it. Full time. Yet to score a goal in pre-season. Let's go quick little look at the stats. Let's see what the stats are saying on that one. I can't really say that there was any standout performers other than the goalkeeper for us. I mean, you look at the goalkeeper, it was incredible. You don't really want to be saying that, but that's where we are. We've been used to saying that over the past couple of years with David De Gea generally having outstanding performances, but here we are now in pre-season. You look at the ball possession, 56% ball possession for Rosenborg, 21 shots to our 5. Shots on target, 7 to 2. Big chances, 5. And yeah, pretty much outplayed we were for the majority of that one. It was... You could say it was fitness. I hope you'd look at it as fitness, but the majority of those players aren't going to be playing in the Premier League anyway. So what are we doing? Are we getting the under 23s fitness up? It is what it is. If you've been watching the stream, you enjoyed it, boys. Thank you very much. I won't be able to do a Rangers watch along because I'll be at that game. But keep an eye out for a Rangers vlog. Also, keep an eye out for more Man United content. I'm going to try and get more content up now the season's started. So we'll try and see more Manchester United content and see where we're at. But again, thank you very much if you got involved. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked or whatever you were doing, boys, I appreciate it. It's very much appreciated. And I will see you boys. Try you will. Listen, you know what life's like. So yeah, take care, boys. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye-bye. Come on, United.